Hi everybody, my name is Lorraine Tierney and I blog as Chat and Craft with Lorraine. You can find me on all kinds of social media with that name, and today I'm here with a video as part of the International Crafters Video Blog Hop. So we are going to make cards for you this month that have a love or an anniversary theme. And you'll see the next video will be listed in my description. So after you watch this one, I'd love it if you could like it, leave me a comment, and then hop on to the next one. Okay, so I'm going to switch the view on this right now. I'm going to switch to my hands, and I'm actually going to take this one off altogether so that it will be nice and big. Let me get centered here. So this is sort of the card that we're going to make. Oh, sorry, one of my earbuds fell off. We're going to make a little bit different today. I think I want to move this into the center a little bit. So this is an Eclipse technique card. So let's get started. We're going to be using the Enduring Beauty stamp set. I love this flower. I have used it so much. The first thing we're going to do is emboss it. And we're going to emboss with clear embossing powder, because then we're going to blend some ink over it. Whoa, sorry, I'm really shaking that table. I'll go a little bit more gently. So like I said, I'm going to try to move this into the middle a little bit more. I think like this. There we go. And it sticks pretty well, and then I'm going to rub it just to make sure I get nice even pressure. I don't know if you can see that a little bit, but it's on there. So I'm going to take my clear embossing powder and generously cover this. Did I rub my paper with my embossing buddy? I sure hope I did. I think I did. I may have cheated and done it before I started the camera because I'm always forgetting. Okay, that looks pretty good. Good coverage. I don't see too much floating around where I don't want it. I'm just going to clean this off. It doesn't seem like you can ever keep your work surface totally free of that. Okay, so now I'm caught in my cord. Hold on. I'm going to heat emboss. I'm going to warm that up just a little bit. And then you'll see this gorgeous stuff begin to melt. I'm a huge fan of embossing. I love heat embossing. Here we go. It is starting to melt. I'm not sure if that makes it so you see it more or less. Once your heat gun gets warmed up, this does go pretty quickly. Just want to make sure I've got all the little edges. All right. So that's done. Now I'm going to take a Orchid Oasis ink pad. I can get rid of a few of these things. And I'm using a mini brush today. And I'm going to ink it up, tap it off a little. I'm going to start on my scrap paper. And then I'm going to blend some ink, picking up more as I need it. You can see that embossing starting to be revealed as I blend the ink. I want to make sure I go up high enough to get the tops of the leaves showing. And I think that's looking pretty good. Let me get my microfiber cloth again. This comes in handy, and it just wipes the ink off of the embossing because the embossing resists the ink. And I'm going to try to just smooth it out a little bit over here. Got a little bit of a darker area. You want to be careful putting your hands on the white area because you may pick up ink on them before this dries, and then you may leave a fingerprint. You can ask me how I know. I have done that before. So that is our beautiful background. It's really, really pretty. I added some ink. So let me just wipe that off once again. I'm going to try to flick a little bit of Wink of Stella on there. I'm afraid oh, here's another. No, that's a colored one. I'm afraid it's getting a little low, but let's see if I can flick a little bit. I don't see too much happening. Now, I think I need a new Wink of Stella. Okay, that's all right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Alphabet a la Mode dies. So these are dies that have the whole alphabet and then numbers 0 through 9, have an exclamation point and a couple other things. And we are going to lay the word love right on top of this flower. And it is important to spell it correctly and to get it lined up straight. So I have a ruler here. I'm going to try between using the grid paper and my ruler to get this. That has a beveled edge on that side, so it's sliding under. Get this nice and straight. I'm sorry if I've got my head in the way a little bit, but I want to get these straight and fairly close together. And then I'm going to use some Post-it note tape to go right across that. I am going to stick it on my fleece just a little bit. I don't want it to lift anything off. So it's just on there to hold those. I'm going to come over here and run this through my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. I went through one way and then back again. And you can see that it cut through.
So now we'll gently remove that tape. There we go. And the letters stayed in the tape except for the E. I'm going to put that back in the tape because I want to put foam adhesive backing on those letters. But I didn't want to put it on this entire piece. I just want the letters to be raised. So I took off the sticky paper there, and I'm going to lay it sticky side down on those letters. I don't want the center of the O to be popped up. So let's get that out of there. Hopefully I can get it off. That was not the best move. Let's see. There we go. It came off just a little thinner, but that will be okay. We'll cut that little tail off and we'll still be able to put that down. And the letters fit back in. Okay, we saved that. We'll run this through the cut and emboss machine. I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times. It's pretty thick going through here, and you want to be sure you cut all the way through. You can hear it creaking and groaning a little. And it's stuck a little bit to the plate because I didn't have paper on the top. Okay, so let's take care of this now. We're going to put this on a card base. This is a 4 1/4 by 11-inch card base. I like my landscape cards to sit like that. I find if I put them, this one I forgot what I was doing in this way. After a while, they tend to fall like that. So I like to put them that way. So I'm just going to glue this right down flat on my paper, getting in between the letters. And this will leave a little border all the way around. I've got a wayward dot on there. There we go. And now I need to put this down. I need to match it up. Okay. With some adhesive, some glue. You can wait and fit that in to your O afterwards also, but it's not too hard to get it right. Okay. And now I'm going to pull these letters off. Okay, here is my L. It does not quite want to release over there. There we go. There's my L. And now I'm going to put it mostly back in, but it's going to be puffed up a little bit because of that foam tape. Here's my O. I'm going to punch out this center piece. We don't need that. And now I'll use my take your pick tool to pop this one out. There's my O. And I see the center of the flower that I want to match up there. There we go. Now for the V. It's a little bit sticky because I didn't have anything on top of the rest of that foam. But we'll just get this piece right out of there with the good old take your pick tool coming in handy. And then we'll get these off. There you go. And we'll put the V in. I love the way those fit back in. And one more. Now we'll do our E. This E does not want to come out. It is stuck like glue. Okay, here we go. I'll take the back off and then pop this one out. You could have another layer of cardstock under that if you don't want that to be so tricky. There you go. So I love that eclipse look right there. I had a little bow on the other one. I think we'll tie another little bow. I never tie a bow as easily when I'm making a video. But we'll see how I do today. Not too bad. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna trim these. I might have to shorten them, but I didn't want to go too short. A little bit shorter on that one. And we'll put a glue dot. Whoops. To hold that. I have one glue dot hanging around right here. I'll just roll it back there a little bit. I'm going to tuck it right under that L. And then let's put a few dots on that, or pearls, I'm sorry. I love these iridescent basic pearls. Oh, these are my favorite pearl that I've been using these days. So let's put one here in the center. and maybe one there. I think I'll do 3 centers. I really like making those pop. So there is the card. It's really a fun little technique. It's quick, it's easy. Let's put something on the inside. But before we do that, let's do just a little bit of stamping on that. So I'm going to stamp just a little bit of the flower at the bottom edge. And of course, I don't know which part of this I want, so I inked up the whole thing. But I think just a little bit like that. Just so there's a little color on the inside. And that's Orchid Oasis again. And I'll put that in there. And I'm going to leave the center of it, the inside of it blank, because it could be love and then be an anniversary card, or it could be love and then be Valentine or birthday or wedding. So I think I'll wait and see what I decide to use it for. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try with the alphabet a la mode letters and the foam sheets. It was a little bit sticky, but it's not too bad. You can get that to work and come out easily. So hop on to the next person and see what they have created. I know you'll love it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.